Hello, and welcome back to Intuitive Lightwork with Christina. This is your reading for the week of June 9th. I hope this video finds you well. I'm going to start today. A little bit of smudging with some Palo Santo. Just clear the space and the energy here. And certainly if this video and any of my others on ways to reduce stress resonate with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Alright, just going to smudge the cards here a bit too as well, clearing that energy. And these videos are purely for entertainment purposes, by the way. Alright, I welcome the angels, spirits, and ancestors who guide us. Deep diaphragmatic breath. One more. And one more. Show us what viewers need to see this week, please. Angels, spirits, ancestors who guide us, show us what we need to see this week. We are grateful for your guidance. Always grateful. Always showing gratitude for what is and what will be. And for the past, for that matter, as it teaches us, guides us, when we're open to the lessons that it shares and the opportunities that are presented to us continuously throughout life, right? Okay, let's see what we've got here. Two cards just jumped right out. So you know what? We're going to roll with that rather than just a single card today. The first is Bearable Lightness of Being. And the second is Seduced by the Sweetness. I'll just pause for a moment so you can see those. Fabulous. Set those up here. All right. So to Seducing the Sweetness, let's see what we've got there. And you know what? I'm just going to move these left to right. So Bearable Lightness of Being. Let's dive into that first. All right, Bearable Lightness of Being. If you keep doing only the things you can handle, you will not be able to push the borders of impossibility. Try to do the things which are beyond your powers. Change your frontiers and create new ones. Excellent. So sometimes when we get ambitious for more spiritual growth than we have yet earned, advancing too quickly would be like stepping into the brightest sunshine without shades. It wouldn't be merciful to put you on a playing field beyond your capacity. For more grace to take place, gradually acclimatize to one layer of heaven at a time. I love that. One layer of heaven at a time. So you can gently handle higher realms of light. When you come upon someone so wonderful that they blow your circuits, an opportunity so incredible you fear it might be too good to be true, or you bump into an unexpected windfall, breathe and follow yourself to melt, and allow yourself to melt, So even in the most lucid moments, you've gained but a glimpse of the true wonder of your true nature. With your greatest imagination, you could never behold the entire truth of your magnificence. The light in these special glimpses may be temporarily blinding, but you know you become accustomed to increasing levels of high-vibe living. Your work along your luminous path isn't to cultivate immunity to the darkness. Your task is to develop the sight with which to behold the brilliant being you are and the stunning beauty that surrounds you. So your first mantra for this week, should it resonate with you, and I have a feeling we have a couple of messages here for different folks who might be viewing, is that every day I develop my spiritual stamina so I can handle higher gradations of love and light. Let me repeat that. Every day I develop my spiritual stamina so that I can handle higher gradations of love and light. So as I reflect on this message and consider further messages from Spirit, which are not from me, by the way, it's just what comes to me, what's being channeled, the messages I'm receiving through my intuition. Some of you may be pushing too hard to be more than you're ready for. So find peace and comfort in the now, in the present moment, where you are in your journey. Be grateful for that, embrace that, be okay with that. And there's something about that letting go and being okay with where you are today and acknowledging the magnificence and the truth of who you are as a human being, that then it will open more doors for you and allow those higher levels of spiritual consciousness to thrive. And it doesn't mean that as we seek that love, that light, as it's stated in the message, that we don't have those moments of darkness. It's actually only through those moments of darkness that we're able to truly see the light and recognize it, and recognize that magnificence of who we are and who we've become and who we will continue to become. All right, let's explore the second card here. So, Seduced by the Sweetness. So, seduced by the sweetness, pain pushes until inspiration pulls. Oh, love that. By Michael Bernard Beckwith. Most of us are unaware of how alluring bad news can be. Our limbic brain fires up when we hear an ambulance, with its high-pitched siren wailing and swerving past with flashing lights, or read a tantalizing bit of gossip covertly leaked via the social media grapevine. It's easy to make the phenomena of drama, a priority because it's so boisterous, bombastic, needy, insatiably greedy. Unless we are aware the moment drama walks through the door, our head turns and like a vampire, it hooks our attention and takes a bite out of our vitality. But what happens when you become seduced by the sweetness, mesmerized by the magnificent, and captured by the countless miracles surrounding you at all times? The sweetness doesn't trigger alarm bells, but the way it can open your heart can be alarming. If you could, ever so slightly, or all at once, wean yourself off the ego's high-speed spills and thrills, you might find yourself overcome by the beauty and enraptured by the good news happening all day long. When you develop immunity to drama's flashing lights and heart-wrenching torch songs, you suddenly have the bandwidth to plug into the beauty that lifts your spirit and the glory that energizes your soul. Discover your true transcendent power by giving yourself more value to your radiance than to the glamour of the ego. Let me repeat that last sentence. Discover your true transcendent power by giving more value to your radiance than to the glamour of the ego. And the second mantra, for whoever it may resonate with this week, and maybe it's a combination of both. I rank spirit higher than the ego's delusion, and in so doing, I am enchanted by the sweet sound of higher ground. Your mantra, or second option for the week. I rank spirit higher than the ego's delusion, and in so doing, I am enchanted by the sweet sound of higher ground. So there is, or can be for some, right? This addiction to that drama, that draw of the ego, and the negativity in our world. It's so easy to become attached to that. Watching the news on a regular basis, regardless of what channel and messaging you're subscribed to, is one example of that. That's how they keep us hooked, in my humble opinion. And when we're able to step away from that, when we're able to let that light shine through, when we're able to pause and just reflect and take in the beauty that surrounds us continuously, it's quite remarkable what will reveal itself to you. And then once we start doing so, you begin to see more and more of it. And I think that's so seduced by that sweetness, right? Once we are, or allow ourselves to be seduced by that sweetness, which can be a weakness not to, we open those doors for more beauty to present itself to us on a daily basis, more miracles to reveal themselves. When in fact they were there all along. We were just too busy and too caught up in the drama of the world, the tragedies of the world. It doesn't mean that they don't exist, and it's important that we certainly acknowledge those things and that we speak up about those things, particularly where human rights are concerned. But we create a balance by allowing ourselves to immerse in the love and the beauty that surrounds us daily. That sweetness. So I think there's some correlation between the two messages, right? And letting that ego step away, or allowing us to step away from ego, so that we can embrace the magnificence of who we are truly in this purest form. And that's supported by the sweetness and the wonder of spirit, of nature, of the world that surrounds us, the good and other beings that surround us and are present every day. So with that, I bid you peace. Walk in that peace and love. And have a wonderful week. Until next time, peace be with you.